Hey, what's up? I'm Tony Hawk, and I recently became an ambassador for Liquid Death Mountain Water. Apparently, I didn't read the fine print, and now Liquid Death officially owns my soul and my blood, too? I don't know. It's very confusing. They're taking my blood, and we're going to use it for skateboard graphics. So they're going to mix my blood into the paint and do a limited run of skateboards using my real blood in the graphics. But some of the profits will go towards killing plastic pollution and to building skate parks in underserved communities. Yeah, so I guess go to liquiddeath.com to get skateboards with my blood in it. So wait, if you have my blood, that means you have my DNA.
This shit is weird as fuck. I don't like that. What does that say? Lil Nas X calls out the lack of public outrage. Is that what this is about? Because we should be outraged about that shit.
No, because he was saying he had blood in his shoe, and he was saying they both are. It's all wild as fuck. Every day they're doing some weird ass shit.
That commercial was like literally too much. Like,
it was too much.
Florida water. Hold on, because that was.
It was too much. Like, right, I'm right behind you.
You know, shit spooky. Shit spooky. It's scary hours, man. Honestly, I feel like Lil Nas, man, nigga, you don't get a pass for that shit. He does not get a pass for that shit. That blood in the shoe was on some demonic shit. Now, don't get me wrong, so was the Tony Hawk shit. Shit was weird, but I felt like Tony Hawk was Tony Hawk had the kind of energy that I would need. He had the energy like, I don't really agree with this shit, but they're paying me a guap, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this commercial, you know?
He literally
said that he did not read the fine print and he
sold his soul.
No.
Right. He did. Tony Hawk had the kind of energy that I would have had, like, damn, this shit kind of weird. I guess you can have a skateboard in my DNA, you know. I'm getting paid a shit ton for this. But I feel like as far as Lil Nas, the energy he kind of had was like, you know, I think he was really trying to push for this whole satanic cult type of shit that I just didn't really quite agree with. You know, both parties are extra weird for this whole blood shit. Like, keep your blood in your motherfucking body unless you're donating to a charitable cause.
Know I full-heartedly believe in vampires, okay? But I wasn't mad about the Lil Nas X shoe. I don't even really remember having an opinion. But I think what was missing was the weird ass ad. If he would have came out with a weird ass ad, because all he did was drop that video, and I really fucked with that song Montero. So I was like, and them shits is kind of hard. I'm like, shit.
But they look at
it's weird that it has they literally have like this satanic like star. They have like 666, like they have like satanic shit all over it.
Right.
Not to mention like blood. Like, how is this blood obtained? Whose blood is this? Like, why are y'all trying to desensitize like blood? Like, that's not normal. We're not just walking around with human blood in our shoe or in our skateboard. That's some weird shit. Who are y'all?
But I could see why it's like, okay.
No, y'all are weird. No. These hoes
it is weird, but I don't know. For the skaters to get this in a skateboard.
That shit weird. But I really can appreciate Tony Hawk's energy. Like, he was not fully with that shit.
Have any energy.
He looked dull to me. Like,
that was scary. I didn't like it.
He was just like, shit. I mean, if y'all really want it, you know, it's gonna cost you a grip. But
suck the blood out of him for real. Like, it looked like he was gray, dull. Like,
you know,
I did not like that. I don't like that.
It's so strange.
I don't like that.
Like, what? Huh? Like, wait. This is awesome.
No, we should be outraged, Lil Nas X. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't know about it because I sure would have been.
Let me bring this shit back. This is
when you be off Twitter for a few days, you miss everything.
This is Tony Hawk. He partnered with something called Liquid Death.
Not to mention, Liquid Death is the name of the company.
Like, yeah. I'm just like, are they just putting it out in the open like this? Like, now is this?
Yeah, this is kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie, but hold on, let me play this real quick one more time for everybody. This is the latest commercial talking about a skateboard that's coming out. That's the paint has his blood in it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tony Hawk, and I recently became an ambassador for Liquid Death Mountain Water. Apparently, I did the fine print, and now Liquid Death officially owns my soul. And my blood too? I don't know. It's very confusing. They're taking my blood, and we're going to use it for skateboard graphics. So they're going to mix my blood into the paint and do a limited run of skateboards using my real blood in the graphics. But some of the profits will go towards killing plastic pollution and to building skate parks in underserved communities. Yeah, so I looked at
That reminds me of the Beyonce and Jay-Z thing.
Bro, like that's like a fucking.
And so Lil Nas X was like, "Yo, why ain't everybody outraged about this shit? Y'all was outraged about my shoe."
No, y'all
Keep that, Lil Nas X said, "Y'all need to keep that same energy out
But
here."
what it is that a lot of black people probably just weren't really stressed over Tony Hawk or caring about. It was just for him to be a black boy or man doing this shit.
And I feel like it was released with satanic imagery, like, and not to that was the outrage. People, and not to that, and then it was released with that video where he was like literally like dancing with the devil. And it's just like that's not controversial.
But you getting that is kind of just like the point of the video.
But it's like,
but I mean, I understand, like,
yeah, but it's not controversial, and it's not gonna spark a conversation. It's not gonna not hit people a certain way. Like that totally will. And so that's that thing. Like, but this will too. Like that was weird from both of them. But I don't think that it's far fetched from this particular like industry.
Right. Like I have nothing bad to say about Tony Hawk, you know. And as far as Lil Nas X goes, man, it's not the same shit. You know, it's definitely two different things. Now, don't get me wrong, Liquid Death, y'all weird as fuck for that. You know, I don't understand why y'all want to do such things. But it is not the same. This man was literally promoting, you know, this whole devil advocacy type of shit, you know. And I understand that. I guess he killed the devil and became him and all this other bullshit. You know, I get it. You know, very controversial, but it's not the same. I feel like this is toying with something much deeper. You know, this goes into religion and other way deeper controversial aspects of the blood, as opposed to Tony Hawk, my man, just, you know. He didn't read the fine print.
Soul, though. But what about him saying he sold his soul? Because that's religious. Like, you don't sell your soul. Who did you sell it to? And for what reason and what price? Because you don't do that. You have faith in that case. If it's like in religion, that's disrespectful to say some shit like that too. But it's just like, so that's what I think. If he would have not mentioned, like, if he would have be like passionately like, y'all have fucked with me for a lifetime. Like, y'all have made a life career for me and made my dreams come true. And like, I felt like this would have been a cool idea, and I wanted to put my blood in the paint and like literally give myself to you.
Yeah, it's some wild shit.
I get it. But this, he literally said like this company I made a deal with, like they bought my soul pretty much. I didn't read the fine print, so now they're taking my blood too. And like we know that plasma is in blood, which is why they got plasma centers set up all over the hoods in America, because plasma is the highest like form of matter. So the 4 phases, there's plasma, what else? Physical like matter. There's plasma, water.
You tell me.
Water, gas, and iron, solid, whatever.
Solid.
So, but like plasma, the highest is the highest vibe of that. So like to be like,
hey,
doing this weird shit with blood is strange, and it's like about energy, and y'all is slick. But at the same time, it's one and the same. It really is one and the same. I promise. If he like him mentioning selling his soul, like that totally has everything to do with like satanic imagery. Like who would you have sold your soul to? This guy that's on the screen just may be like screaming the name a lot more loud, but like they just like, it's weird. It's one of the same, like I feel.
All I know is that my initial reaction was not liking it, and I'm gonna just take it.
Courtney funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
This is murder. Hey, listen.
You don't just sit like, how is that silly?
America. I'm like, you think America loves Jesus?
Hey, you know what I think? And I said this when the Nas X shit dropped. You go back to that show when we was talking about it. Black people in large numbers, we don't play with that devil, and we don't play like that.
Because we're not of that. We're not of that. That's why.
Even if black people aren't like classically religious in terms of like Christianity, like the Judeo, Oslo, you
still having that demon, that devil.
Oh my bad. I thought you was froze. Yeah, black folks, we don't deal with that type of energy. Like we don't fuck with shit like that. With that type of energy, we are out, nigga.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Be cool on that shit.
I don't fuck with no Satan shit now.
Yeah, we like, hold on, nigga. Hold on, you went too far.
But I do like, fuck with a bag, and I feel like that's what Tony Hawk was doing. I feel like Tony Hawk was in his motherfucking bag. Now,
But
granted,
he
it was weird.
Neither one.
He doesn't get a full pass, but I can really see that happening. You know, I can
was
see
all
that.
a joke.
Tony Hawk shit. Do I think?
Think everything he said was just a joke, like it was just a script they wrote for him.
I feel like with Tony Hawk's case, I don't want to say it was a whole joke. I feel like, you know, the masterminds behind the whole Liquid Death shit might have had a deeper meaning, maybe, you know. But as far as the controversy behind it, it's not really controversial. Like I look at that and I just be like, okay, yeah, nigga sold his soul for a bag, kind of crazy, you know. Good luck. Try not to go to hell, brother. You know, that's all I see. You know, that's all that stands out to me. It's like really this man is in his bag. You know, despite the weirdness, it's weird as fuck. And quite frankly, I don't condone it, but I can see that. You know, as far as Lil Nas X go, I just feel like it was much deeper than the bag. It wasn't just for the bag. You know, it was trying to change the minds of a many of people, and the many of people whose minds you're trying to change is Black people who grew up in the Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? You know, Hellfire Brim Church. You can't just go up. You just can't have this sort of satanic imagery and just be like, expect us to shrug our shoulders and be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know, fuck America and all this bullshit. Like, it's not the same.
I don't know. It's kind of similar to me.
They are similar. It's just different audiences. He may have given like, okay, this is the Joe Rogan audience, and then Nas X is